Well, hello there. It has been a while, and I hope you're all doing great today. As you can tell, I'm not still 100% well, but my voice aside, today I'm gonna try to entertain you to the best of my abilities. I hope you're all doing great, by the way. Try my best not to, sound as sick as possible. But today I thought it has been 4 days and we haven't hanged out for the amount of time, so I felt like what could be better than to dive deep within the chasm while I'm still a little bit sick and explore which only has to withhold from us. Oh, anyway. As you can see, Lux wasn't able to recover fully, which is a shame, but you know what, we're gonna still persevere and we're still gonna do what we came here for. Just give me a second, I'll put on the chat for you guys. Let's see. But yeah, today's gonna be a little bit of a, chiller stream, if you will. I'm gonna try to save my voice as much as possible. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna say anything at all, but Oh, hey there, Angel. I hope you're doing great. God damn. Oof. No, I am talking Angel. Should be working fine, shouldn't it? I think it's just my voice still not recovered fully. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit quieter than usual, no? I mean, I can bump it up a little bit on my end if it's on the quieter side. But overall, it shouldn't be. Oh. No worries, no worries. Ooh. It has been quite a while since I hanged out with you guys. I almost didn't go live today because, as you can hear, my voice is still a little bit on the recovery side, but you know what? I felt like I promised you guys for the past 2 or 3 days already to go live, and I felt like, well, even though I'm still a little bit sick, it's not gonna stop us from providing, great content for you guys. Plus, I wanted to hang out with you anyway, because for the past just a little bit of an update before we begin. So, if you are guys part of the Discord, which majority of you are, as you can tell, I wasn't having the greatest of time. I had quite a bit of a fever, and also my temperature was like steadily at 38, 37 degrees, so I was dying pretty much for the past 3 days at minimum. But I tried my best to, get hopped up on as much medicine as I could. You can probably still tell that my voice is a little bit raspy. Like, I still have a little bit of a sickness within me. It's not too bad, like I don't feel sick. It's just my voice is a little bit bad. But, you know what? It's not gonna stop us, as I said. Absolutely no worries, Angel. As I said, it's probably gonna be a little bit on chill side for the next few days anyway. Because, as I said, my voice is still going. So I can't go too wild, at least for now. I'm surprised that spring break starts in March. I thought it was usually in April for people. That's a bit unusual, Angel. Just give me a second, I'll drink a little bit of water, maybe it will help just a bit. Let's see how that. Oh, sound a little bit better. Still not great, but you know, at least better than it was. Ooh. The worst thing is, I got loaded on tea, like, for the past 3 to 4 hours. I drank like 3 cups of tea, still didn't help me. Which is a bit unfortunate. Because tea is usually my ultimate savior, no matter what. But today, I guess, you let me down. As unfortunate as it is. I'm still hopped up on medication, by the way, as well, so I'm a little bit drowsy as well. So it's not the greatest combination. But I do feel fine, so there's no need to worry about that. But yeah, today, as I said, we're gonna start with the Chasm quest. And maybe, in the process, let's see, do we have any new events? Ooh, we do. So we might do this as well, while we're at it. Since we already did Windbloom Breath, so there's not much there to do. But since there's a new event, we might be able to, you know, get into it. And see what we can get out of it. You know, saved up a little bit of Prima Gems for the next banner. Because I heard the next one is going to be pretty interesting. Since I do wait for Kazuha. So, gotta save up them Prima Gems as much as possible. Ooh, I always forget the lines for this one. I'm probably gonna mess it up. Okay. I remember they get achievement out of this one, but I already got it, so... Ooh. I think the last one is... this one? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, as I was saying, for the past 4 days, been feeling pretty bad. And the worst thing was that, for whatever reason, I still decided to go to work for like the first 2 days when I was sick. Not sure why, but my brain was like, well, I'm not dying, so might as well go. Because like yesterday was the first day they actually stayed fully at home. And I think I slept for like, I want to say 15 to 17 hours. And that was the first time I actually felt kind of good. So yeah. Like this winter overall was very unfortunate for me because I think I was sick like maybe 3 to 4 times. Usually I don't get sick at all, but for whatever reason, this March and winter overall just went too kind for the good old Lux. Unfortunately, we've been, you know, unblessed, I guess, with good health. But it is what it is. We won't let it stop us. But the good thing is that I had time to catch up on a lot of stuff that I was wanting to watch and read. I finally caught up on Demon Slayer. I didn't have time before, but this, you know, 3 to 4 days of peace, if you will, kind of gave me a little bit of a me time. So I pretty much spent all of it just watching anime. as you would. Obviously, what else would you do? But yeah, that was pretty fun. Had quite a good time. Besides me, you know, almost dying. In between me almost coughing my lungs out. That was pretty fun to do. But yeah, overall, other than that, the time wasn't the greatest, but you know what? What kept me sane was the promised land of getting well soon. Which I was fully expecting to, like, get better within like 2 or 3 days, because usually that's how long it takes me to recover from any illness. But the problem is that I actually got better. Like, I think on the second day, I actually didn't feel ill. And that's where I fell into like the false trap card of security, if you will, because I stopped taking my medication because I thought, well, I feel good, so I don't need to take it anymore. And that was a mistake, because as soon as I stopped taking it, I remember waking up the next morning and feeling crushed, both physically and mentally. So yeah. And I knew that it's gonna happen because I had that happen before, but for some reason, I was hopeful. Because at first it wasn't that bad, like I didn't have fever or anything. It was more like I just had a cough and a little bit of a temperature, but it wasn't like super high. So I assumed it was just, you know, general cold, and I would get over it, like within, you know, suitable amount of time, but nope. As soon as I thought so, on like Thursday, I remember, I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I remember I had like searing headache. Immediately I was like, oh no, it was coming. But yeah. Luckily yesterday I was smart enough to not do anything or go anywhere, and you know, rest, just don't do anything. And that kind of helped me, because I was like shivering the entire night. And I was feeling like super hot and then cold. And that wasn't nice, but overall, I go through it. And oh, sorry. Overall, as you can see, the only thing that left to treat is, you know, the greatest thing of them all is my voice. Which is very unfortunate, because I'd rather feel sick but have my voice back than the other way around, because it's very unfortunate. But you know what? It's fine. We gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. Even if it means, you know, sounding like a 70-year-old man for once. It's not gonna stop me, you know? It did stop me yesterday, because yesterday I was actually feeling incredibly bad. But today I was like, I woke up, I was like, my voice is gone, but you know, I feel like streaming. And that's why we are. That's why we're here. Plus, I thought it would be nice to, you know, just to have a chill atmosphere on a Saturday evening. You know, just to hang out with you guys, chill around, see what you've been up to, honestly. Because I know the majority of you, you know, looking forward to my streams, to just hang out together, and I always feel super bad when I can't stream. Especially for as long as I did this time. But unfortunately, you know, it wasn't up to me. It was Mother Nature deciding to unleash her wrath upon me. Because I sinned, obviously, for some reason. I wasn't, you know, praying to Jean-Li hard enough. Or something like that. No worries, Angel. It's honestly cool. I was just rambling, you know, about stuff and things. Nothing too important. Oh, hey there, Doc. I hope you're doing great. Me, myself, as you can tell, still a little bit sick. But I'm only sick in, like, voice department. I'm actually feeling fine. It's just my voice is a little bit gone. But you probably guys wouldn't even notice, since my voice is pretty deep anyway, so it probably sounds fine for you. Just a little bit raspy, you know? A little bit more sensual than usual. Hey there, Greg. as I said, like overall, I'm feeling fine. It's just my voice, as I said, is a little bit of a mess. And the worst thing is, can you believe it, guys? I was just telling, sorry, I was just telling Angel about it. I drank 3 cups of tea before going live, and I was feeling good. And as soon as I started like making thumbnail, it just hit me like a truck, and my voice was gone just like that. Unbelievable. I was fully prepared to, you know, go ham today, but nope. So today is gonna be a chill one. But yeah, so don't worry about it, guys. It's just my voice. I'm actually not dying. I'm perfectly fine, for now at least. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. But yeah, as I was saying, gave me quite a bit of time to, you know, have me time, if you will. So, I watched quite a lot of anime. As I was saying, I watched Demon Slayer fully, caught up on that. I also watched... I only ever seen first season of One Punch Man, so I watched the remaining one while I had a little bit of time. I always heard that it's not that great, but you know what? I was like, first season was awesome, so might as well watch the second one. And you know what? It wasn't that bad. Like, I know people say that it's not as good as the first one, and it is true, but the second one was pretty good nonetheless.
Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of high-pressure cells behind it.
Welcome to the club, Angel. Welcome to the club. I feel like we all been, you know, collectively cursed. Maybe we were simping too hard on Monday for Jean Lee. And he sensed it, and he decided to, you know, put us in our place a little bit. Ooh.
Cells behind it, and a few pockets of low pressure, and a fairly heavy band of rain showers and snow all the way from the eastern portions of Montana down to western sections of Nevada. And of course,
Oh, it's no worries, dog. It's perfectly fine. I myself will try, you know, not to strain my voice too much. Like, I'm obviously not gonna be super quiet, but you know, just gonna try not to ruin it. Because I do plan to go live tomorrow as well. And hopefully by then, my voice will be a little bit better. But yeah, we'll try not to, you know, go ham too much. Otherwise, I'm gonna be laying in bed, you know, for another week. Which I don't want. Ooh. Oh yeah, I hope everything goes well for you, Doug. I know you guys are in your, you know, exam periods, most of you. So that's gonna be pretty rough. But I hope, you know, you study well and get through it. Because I don't know how exams nowadays function. I do remember when I was in school, majority of the exams were like during May. But maybe nowadays they're sooner. I mean, that would do it, Angel. That would definitely do it. The worst thing for me, I didn't even scream. Like, I'm generally not a squeamish type of person. I was just unlucky, I guess. That's what I get, you know. Jean-Lee sensed that on Monday, you know. Jean-Lee sensed that I was, you know, simping for other people along the way, and not for him especially. And he was like, I'm not gonna have any of that. And, you know, he had to put his foot down finally. And I can't blame him, because, you know, I deserved it. But, you know, I just wish he wouldn't go so hard. Because, I'm just a man, you know. I'm not perfect. Anyway, so I guess let's begin with the actual story quest. There we go. I was just like confused for a little bit because there was World Quest as well. So I was a bit confused. Which one is the real one? Get duped, if you will. Alright, let's see. Alright, Yuhei. What do you have to say for yourself? Ooh. I'm not sure if I should read today, because I feel like if I will read, it will ruin my voice pretty badly. Let's see. Well, by the way, I forgot to switch on the sound. I'm pretty sure these are voiced, so I should be fine. Hi there, you must be Yuhei, right? We've been sent by Adventurers Guild.
Ah, yeah. Great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission.
I forgot to switch on the volume for Genshin, because I was like, please be voiced. I'm not in a position to read right now.
Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
Oh, hey, Aika. Hopefully you're doing great. Well, Angel, that's what I did, you know. As I said, my mind is still a little bit hazy from all the medication I took, so it's gonna be a wild stream today.
Alright, then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue Hui, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval. But some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing?
Alright, Yuhei, you're asking too many questions. One at a time.
These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
I already considered Paimon and will take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
Paimon, why would I do that?
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trails keep heading to.
Alright, time to go to the, fun place. The place where all hilly trails go to hang out, if you will.
I still have documents to deliver to the Ministry of Civil Affairs today.
This quest is one of the saddest, honestly, I ever did in Genshin. It just made me feel so depressed. I don't know why, but I honestly never felt more sad during a quest. Alright, I'll try my best to read, but I'll let you know. I didn't say anything, Angel. I just say it's sad. That means nothing. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not that kind of person. I'm just saying that you gotta prepare mentally for what you're about to see, because it ain't pretty. Anyway. Alright, sorry for making you wait. What do you need? Ah, it's you. Since when were we all familiar with you? I mean, you are the heroes who sailed Leeway. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Since you're here at the chasm, you must be here on some important business. I actually feel fine if I read it in their voice. For some reason it doesn't feel strenuous, so I'm continue to do it in their voice for all of them. In which case, I'm sure you must have a permit from Lady Kicheng, right? We don't. Really? I mean, sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Yuan, a permit from her might hold still more weight. Could I see it, please? Nothing. Well, the Lord Tianshu is reclusive yet approachable, and also has great vision and the good of the people at heart. Surely he was the one who gave you permission to enter the chasm then. A swing and a miss yet again, Mooning. You see, you're 3 for 3. And you know what it means when you have 3 outs. You're out of the Game Boy. So we get to let into the chasm. You guess 3 times wrong. I don't make the rules. Huh? I guess you don't have that either. Well, Miss Ganyu works a huge interest supporting the question directly. So I'm sure her opinion would be in lockstep with theirs. You at least have her permission, don't you? How about you just ask us what we have instead of guessing? Mooning, it's a game of cat and mouse here, okay? Actually, you know what? We could have just asked Ganyu to sign off on this. I guess we need to go. Well, Mooning, we're in a little bit of a stalemate, aren't we? Now, we can do it hard way or an easy way, you decide. And seizes his dull sword. So you come at a bad time. This is really not the season to be visiting the chasm. the Ministry of Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within, so this is still very much a danger zone. If you have been commissioned by some merchants to urge us to open the mine faster, I suggest you read the report I submitted to Shinglu Hall carefully. What's this person talking about exactly? Right, so about the chasm. If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit. But please, do keep your actions within the remit of Leeway's laws and statutes. I should mention though that there is a place that I highly recommend you to avoid. Angel, I'm pretty sure people like this don't understand the word no, so the only way we can convince them is, through sheer unadulterated handsomeness, Jean-Li's portrait, or bribes. And you know what? I'm all out of Jean-Li's portrait, so bribe it is. For example, the great mine in the center of the chasm has had a 7-star array cast over it, by which I mean exactly what I say. It is a special seal placed over the area by Genshin. As for the focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. These were placed by the Genshin themselves. Connected in series, they affix the energy flowing through the array. Okay, interesting. The area around the bedrock keys has seen an abnormal amount of geo-elemental callousness. It's almost as if the thing beneath yearns to finally emerge. I don't like the sound of that. Just keep it in your pants, Moonin. Nothing needs to be emerged, okay? At least not right now. Just keep it to yourself. Never mind me. I was just talking to myself, so yes, that's how things are. Please do not, and I repeat, do not go near the 7-star array. And don't even think about going down there to explore. Moonin, I promise you that I will go there. That's a promise to you. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing structural integrity, and the surrounding areas are most certainly not plagued by any strange geo-elemental convergences. So please, don't you think of doing anything at all. Moonin, I already made a promise, you see. I cannot break it. I know what you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had. And banish any thoughts you have about giant ancient ruins. Yes, please, do not bear any fruitless expectations toward this place. Moonin, come on. We all know that you don't seal places up that don't have treasures. That's just a common sense, okay? Obviously, if there's a seal, there's treasures to be had. And if there's treasures to be had, I'm gonna get them. Ain't nothing gonna stand in between me and those sweet Primogems, okay? Moonin? No you gonna stop me, not even Jean-Li, okay? Because we are doing it for him after all. The way you're saying all this is super suspicious. Not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor their wish-granting stones. And there are definitely no sailors who grow strong just by eating mushrooms. Again, do not get your hopes up. Yeah, sure. There's no need to be so fierce. I suggest that you go speak to Zicheng first. She is an adventurer hired by the ministry and was once a miner here. She knows the chasm geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you're trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Chong is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still, and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a look underground. So there's no way that she would ever put a team of ideal adventurers together to brazenly enter hazardous areas. As such, you can forget about asking her to help you enter the chasm's mines. Sure, Muni. Indeed, sir. As long as you understand, we're good, in which case I won't take up any more of your time. You already took plenty. It's a little bit late for that. Alright, let's go. It's time to go deeper. Ah, it's you. Hello there. Ooh, I feel like this stream is gonna kill my voice entirely, but you know what? We're doing it nonetheless. Yes, forget that sheet of paper. I already know who you are just fine. That Muning, all he does is put on airs and write papers. Everything gotta follow this or that procedure and all that tripe. You know, stuff that makes you look important. I couldn't care less for that stuff. In any case, your name is already well known throughout the Adventurers Guild. Never mind any of your other contributions to Leeway. I mean, my fame precedes myself, I guess. Haha. I mean, you had that great battle with the sea monster on the Jade Chamber. Now, I wasn't there to witness the event, mind you, but I haven't missed a single telling of that story. Huh, so there are stories about us too. Of course, they're very popular in the city, you know? If you ask me, I'd say that Sea Master Liu Su and Iron Tongue Tian are both good in their own way, but I just prefer Iron. Oh, don't worry, I get it. Iron Tongue Tian's style is definitely not for everyone. I do sometimes find that his choice of words and phrases features too much slang. But as for Liu Su, he takes a while to get going, you know? Sometimes you're there for 2 hours before you start going, oh hey, this is pretty good. Some people like their style, but I find it uninteresting. And if you mean to say that this is just a story, it won't get stale. Let me just say this, if this were food or drink we were talking about, it would surely go bad if we rubbed it up and covered it for half a day without opening it up. Yeah, we don't really know what you mean by all this. Sorry, I got a bit too excited there, and didn't really consider if you were interested in what I was saying. Still, since you're here, are you here at the Kuching behest? Did Muning end up revealing some other information to you? You know, like, don't touch the bedrock keys, there's nothing under the chasm, Xinqiang won't help you. You know, stuff like that, repeated over and over? Indeed so. Well, he didn't scare us. Indeed, he wasn't doing that at all. Well, Muning is in the end a specialist hired by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Even if he wanted to ask for help, there's a law that he's not allowed to reveal in public. So he can only warn us and thus impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout way. In essence, when he says you shouldn't, he really means that you can. Well, that's a good way of putting it, I guess. What a weird guy. In any case, you also mentioned that he wrote you a certification and told you to come find me. That note which you now carry means that you have the authorization to travel through the chasm without any obstructions. Of course, barring any personal intervention by the Kuei-Qing. And the fact that he suggested that you find me means that I should tell you the way into the depths of the chasm. Well, for what it's worth, I apologize for all the covering up that we're doing, but trust me, we have very good reasons for doing so. Well, the thing that they dug up under the chasm is truly abnormal. Our investigations cannot be done with too much pomp and ceremony, lest the people be alarmed. That is a Kuei-Qing's standing order. As such, we can only function under the cover of a no-entry order, secretly gathering explorers and scholars to enter the chasm and conduct investigations. This is all to, if necessary, and where possible, stave the crisis and festers beneath the earth. That's right, they were all brought on their support staff. They're all pretty reliable. Well, mostly. That you came here is also no coincidence. More than one big shot in the Kuei-Qing has already recommended that we enlist your aid, and honestly, we've little reason not to comply. In any case, it is also said that your aid is not necessarily difficult to enlist. Doesn't that mean that we were tricked? That's right, don't you read just like a bunch of idiots? Please wait. I was just passing on my superior's message. Those were her words, not mine. Just, let me take those words back, alright? Come now, this is a Kuei-Qing we're talking about. They won't shortchange you for your aid. Paimon too, well, that said, having Momura isn't a bad thing. Well, if we could mitigate the safety hazard in the chasm, any underground treasures or valuables will be given to the one who discovers them. This is a special privilege given by the Kuei-Qing, just to the two of you. Alright, I guess all the premium gems are mine. What suckers. I was just waiting for this. That's right, treasure. Haha, alright. Can we safely say that you accepted this commission then? I guess so. New treasure. Alright, here's to a new adventure then. Again, let me apologize for wasting your time on all these other things. Let's get down to business, shall we? If we wish to enter the chasm, we first need to find an adjuvant made from a material known as lumenstone. Only with it can we move in the dark down there. Only those with visions can use adjuvant, but considering that you can use elemental energies without vision, it's my guess that you should have no problem making use of adjuvant. It's in a warehouse to the south. The warehouse is well guarded, so it should be pretty secure. Just come back once you've gotten a hold of the catalyst. Alright, fair enough. Not sure why you couldn't get it yourself. I mean, it's like 2 meters away, but you know what? I'm not here to ask questions.
There is no insolent.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Shine down.
Grow.
Cascade.
There we go. Oops, not the right one. There we go. Me? What happened? What do you mean it's well guarded? Huh? That shouldn't be the case. When I was guarding the place, the treasure hoarders wouldn't even dare come near it. Wait a moment. Who did you say was guarding the warehouse again? Me. Well, are you guarding it right now, then? Well, come on now. Which adventurer in their right mind would let themselves get tied down with such a boring task, am I right? Ah, right. Ooh, unbelievable. Honestly, I'm not too sure about how the bedrock keys work, but you could start from looking into those K-shaped geo-elements formation over there. These strange formations have been puzzling the Ministry of Civil Affairs for some time now. They seem to have grown up from bedrock of the chasm over the last 2 years, and their properties are very similar to those of the thing underground. We say this because they can undergo some kind of disintegration when under the influence of the anomalies. Later, Ocean Hall's investigations revealed that they have been absorbing geo-elemental energy from the surroundings, slowly eroding the structure of the bedrock keys. Oh, hey, Savannah. Hopefully you're doing great. It is most ominous phenomenon, almost like something is consciously trying to break the ceiling array. We have to clear them out twice every month, but they will always grow back quickly, and they have only grown back quicker over time. Perhaps the thing below is growing restless, and that is why Quishing has sent us to investigate. All this reading doesn't help my voice too much, but you know. Okay, as far as I remember, you just pretty much just break these and then shoot them. Whew. Hopefully by tomorrow my voice will be back to normal, because this is a bit rough. I hope it doesn't, you know, impact you too much, guys. Try my best here. Oof, okay. If I remember right...
Cascade.
I think this way? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the first one is done. Huh? You undid the binding on the bedrock key so easily. Guess we were right to put our faith in you too. Not really, but you know what, I did it anyway. If there's one thing I'm good at, is destroying things. So that you, in that way you correct the John. If you were asking me to rebuild something, I would be like, no. But destroying, I'm the man for the job. Muning has already sent a damage report ahead of us, so technically the bedrock keys were damaged before we arrived, not after. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh well. Well, that leaves 4 more that we need to handle. Ah yes, I've drawn a basic diagram that shows where 3 of the 4 are. I hope it be of use to you. Just give me a sec, I'll drink a little bit more water. Oof. Alright, that's a little bit better. Oh. My voice hasn't been kind to me lately, as you can tell. I love this. This is one of the cutest things I ever seen. Golly. Okay, so one here, and I think there was one underground somewhere. So we should be able to find it pretty easily. Also, I'm not very sure where there is anymore. After the miners were dismissed, there was a seepage incident in their mine, causing their cylinder to be submerged under the waters. In any case, just sell the other 3 sites. We'll meet up after that and think about what to do next. Not this time. I mean, I was originally assigned to guard the warehouse, but thanks to my slip-up, I nearly let the treasure hoarders in there. Honestly, I'm already in your debt for not reporting my error. Oh, don't worry. Liching, I'm no snitch, okay? I'm a man of honor. Also, we are, you know, partners in crime in here, so... I'm pretty sure if I, you know, just sell you out, you will do the same to me. So, we are in this together till the very end. I think we get bad if Munin catches me and puts me on the trail of some errands again. So I'll just stand guard as I should. For now at least. Still, I believe that this riddle will be no match for the 2 of you at all. Well, that's where you're wrong, cause between me and Paimon there's 1 brain cell. And we have to share it, okay? So it's no easy. Alright, let's go here first. I do remember that some of them are pretty tricky to do, so probably with my current state of mind, I will struggle quite a bit, but you know what? It's gonna be a true, like, ultimate test of smartness. To see if I'm actually capable of solving these riddles. Ooh. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it's over there.
That's far enough.
Ah, I see.
Be still.
See what I told you. Whenever there's a brain to be used, I'm already, you know, out of options. So I guess I'm a little bit lost already, not gonna lie. I guess the first one would be this. We'll just put the stones inside each, just to prevent doing it later. There we go. Okay, so...
Illusion shattered.
I'm not gonna make it. That's annoying. Whenever I need to use my brain, that's when we fall short. Okay. Am I missing one more? Is there one more here somewhere?
A new job. Suffocate.
Oh, there we go. That one was hidden. Okay, there we go.
There is now you shall perish.
What's it done?
So I presume... Oh, never mind. I thought there was one more that was missing. I guess not. Alright. That was a little bit challenging, but not too bad, not too bad. You see, as long as you just, you know, try hard enough and fail enough times, you probably will get it in the end. That's what I say. This one's gonna be tricky. Okay, so let's assess the situation first. So we have 1, 2, 3. So that one is first. Ah, no worries, Angel. I was just, you know, trying to sort out my puzzle stuff. Also, my voice got a little bit better. I think after drinking a little bit more water. I probably should have made some tea if I was smart about it. And just have it on my desk, but you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not that smart. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see, where's the next one? That is the intention, Tanish. There is intention indeed. I mean, what's the point of not being deep, you know? It's not about the depthness, okay? It's about how deep can you go. Because the depth is just, you know, a number. It's all about how much you can perceive of said depthness. Makes it really deep. By the way, Tanish, I'm still a little bit sick, so don't worry. It's not me just, you know, aged in the past 4 days, like 40 years. That's not the case. I know it might seem like it, but it's just, you know, the sickness still being part of my body, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is.
Time to get serious.
Oh, I'm doing fine. It's just, you know, a little bit of voice stuff. My voice is still not back, but overall I don't feel sick. As I said, it's just, you know, a little bit of a just usual stuff like blocked nose, a little bit of a cough, and just, you know. Although, to be fair, some people prefer, you know, when Lux has a little bit of a deeper voice, you know, a little bit more sensual. So yeah, today is a little bit of a chiller stream while we explore the chasm. But yeah, overall I'm doing great. Just, you know, just happy to be back and hanging out with you guys. because I definitely missed it. Because for the past 4 days, because how should I put it? I go into a routine of like streaming almost on a daily basis, right? And I'm the type of person that when I get into a routine of doing something, and I stop doing it for a prolonged period of time, I feel terrible. Which is the exact same thing why I like started doing streaming as regular as possible, because the more I get into routine, the easier it's like to do. Because not gonna lie, when I first started streaming, it was very hard to like do it every day because I wasn't as entertaining on a daily basis as I hoped I would. But it kind of became more, you know, natural for me, I guess, if you will. Not to brag or anything, you know, but just saying as it is.
It's getting interesting.
So yeah, basically the more I do something repeatedly, the better I get at it. So it's always a struggle when I stop doing something, because then I would need to, you know, get my game back. And it's definitely hard. No, you didn't miss a sad part yet, Angel. If anything, it's not even there. If you're waiting for sad part, I'm not even sure if we're gonna be able to get to it today, because the sad part is
watertight.
I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. As I was saying, the sad part is part of the Archon quest, so I'm not 100% sure if we actually gonna even get to it today, because we're still technically just doing, you know, world quest stuff. I mean, that was pretty sad. That was pretty sad. That's what I get for getting distracted, Angel. That's what I get. Which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, Aito knew what he was doing. He sacrificed himself, you know, for the greater good. And that is on me telling something important. It's okay, we'll revive him, we'll give him, like, you know, a Tayat egg, and he's gonna be as good as new. I always carry a few on me, you know, just to make sure that nobody dies.
Off we go.
I wish there was like Tayat egg equivalent to real life. Just imagine you like just go down, you know, like break your leg or something, and you just eat an egg and it magically heals you back up. Wouldn't that be great? Like the greatest remedy of them all. Because, like, I'm thinking, what would be, like, the Tayat egg equivalent for real life? Like a nice piece of toast or something, you know? Just, you know, golden crisp. Something, you know, easy to make, it doesn't require too much time. Just something that you can always have on you, because, like, you don't always can have eggs on you. And they don't last long, either. It's gotta be something that, you know, doesn't expire. Maybe, like, a candy of some kind. Like a piece of cake, you know? Something that you can just eat on the go. Because if anime told me anything, toasts are pretty OP. So I guess toast would be the most ideal one of them all.
Shine down.
Just, you know, you see somebody on the street just fall down, you know, lose their consciousness, stop bleeding from their head. You just pull up, you know, a toast out of your bag, just put it in their mouth, and they're good to go. Straight up. World would be such a good place if that was the case. You kidding me? Everyone could be revived with just a single piece of toast. Honestly, I don't even know why Signora didn't have Tayat egg on her. That's what I'm confused about. Because, like, when you think about it, if Signora had Tayat egg, she could survive Bosuna Hitatachi. Same with Kazuha's friend, really. Like, I don't understand why people in Tayat don't understand how OP the eggs are. And you can find them anywhere as well. They're not like scarce or anything. So it's truly a mystery why people don't treasure tear tags more. Oh, come on.
Committed to memory.
That's true, that's true. I mean, when you think about it, if every single disease could be cured with like an egg, doctors would be out of job immediately. Which is not the worst thing in the world, you know. Because at the end of the day, healthcare is expensive, okay? And, you know, egg costs like what? 20 cents or something? I mean, when you think about it, if you can cure everything with just an egg, the world would be such a good place. There would be no unhealthy people. Everybody would be like as healthy as a started, okay? Everybody's health would be beyond 100%. Not sure what scientists are up to. Because clearly we have a goal that we have to achieve, but instead they're doing some, you know, strange stuff. Instead of, you know, finding teared egg equivalent of our world. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, technically UK has free healthcare as well, but like, you know, when it's free, you know it's not that great. Majority of the time. Because the thing is, yes, it is free, but like, the amount of time you have to wait in order to get there, if you have like something serious, right? I'll give you a story. So, my dad had a shoulder issue, right? When he only came to England, when I was like 13 or something. That was before he got like private healthcare, and I'll tell you why. But basically, he had like a shoulder problem, and he went to like a doctor, and they put him on like a waiting list in order to, you know, get it cured, because it's not like super urgent or anything. But he was waiting for, I think, 2 years, and they still never called him. And after that, he was like, you know what? I'll just get private healthcare instead. Now, it might be just England. I don't know, but after the experience, he was like, I know public healthcare is a thing, but you know what? I'd rather pay a little bit and actually receive the medical attention than wait God knows how long and get nothing out of it. Yeah, it wouldn't happen in England like that. Unless you literally like dying, I doubt you're gonna get to actual like doctor's room immediately. That's what I liked about Japan, because in Japan, the healthcare is free as well, and if you want to go quicker, you just pay a little bit more. But basically, their health system is like so OP, because I remember I had to get checked for like COVID when I went there, right? And I was expecting fully to like wait for like a month before I could even do anything, because it was at a time when I was on my summer vacation, and I had like 3 months off. I think it was like the first year when COVID was this thing. And I remember going to hospital, and they like tested me in like 5 minutes and just told me to go. And I was like, God damn, that was good. Because in England, I think it took me like 2 weeks in order to get a license before I could even travel anywhere.
I have to stifle a
And I was
smile
like,
every time I
God damn,
remember
the
look on
healthcare
my
system there is OP as hell.
informed them of my plans.
That's why I kind of want to go there and live there for a bit.
But unable to muster
'Cause,
the same as
oh.
the opposition.
Everything there just works, and that's great.
This was a fine idea.
Because that's what I want, you know? Just for things to work the way they should. I don't think I ask for much. I mean, yeah, you are correct. But the thing is, you say that, but in Japan they still use fax machines sometimes. In like offices, so... On one side, Japan is like so unbelievably technologically advanced that nobody is even close. But on the other hand, there's still a little bit in the, you know, 90s with, especially like banking system. Oh, don't get me started on banks. Banks, they are... Ooh. They're not good. The banks is like the only nerf that Japan has, because I'd rather not deal with them, period, over there. Because I was trying to get Japanese bank cards just because it's easier to transfer money that way, because in Japan, in order to take out money, you need to pay every single time you go to ATM. And in order to avoid that, if you have like Japanese bank card, you can pretty much just nullify that charge and just use your card, you know. So I was trying to get that. And in order to get that, I had to go through so many hoops and loops. And if I didn't have a relative that lives there, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to get it. Because like, I presented them with so much goddamn information and they still weren't satisfied with it. And because I had to explain to them why I wanted to transfer money to this, to a different bank, to a different bank card with the same name. So they basically couldn't understand why I would want to transfer money from myself to myself. So I was originally trying to transfer my from my UK card to my Japanese card, right? The one that I got. And they froze my bank account because they couldn't understand why would I do that. And I remember like going to bank and like spending like 2 hours with my broken Japanese trying to explain to them that, look, in order to not get charged extortionate amounts, I need to transfer my, you know, money that I earn into your money, okay? It's pretty simple stuff, really. So I don't get exorbitant charges afterwards. And they just couldn't understand it. In their mind, it was like, why? Why would you do that? You clearly have already bank account. Why would you need another one and transfer money? Why would you want to give us your hard-earned money and put it into our own currency to boost our economy? Why would you do that? That's clearly a very strange thing to do. So yeah, that was an adventure for me, which I hope I'll never have to go through again. But I was lucky to get it in the end. It took a lot of time, patience and effort, but I got there in the end. But never again, never again. If you ever guys go to Japanese banks, there's 2 recommendations that I would give you. First, bring somebody that speaks Japanese. It doesn't matter who. You can just find random guy on the street. It's better than you doing it alone, because I made that mistake. And the second one, just bring cash, because it's going to save you so much time if you go on vacation. Because you're going to get slammed by the charges of taking the money out of ATMs otherwise. It's honestly terrible. Oh, you do, Angel? God damn. That's impressive. I mean, the thing is, I don't like carrying money either. I don't even have like change on me at any given point. I just have everything on my card because I don't want to deal with anything. that's physical. I'd rather not. It's honestly too much hassle. I just got used to convenience of like paying by stuff with a card. It's so much simpler. I mean, same to me, Angel. Like, I can speak a little bit, and I do understand. Like, I'd say I understand about 80% of Japanese, because with the amount of time I've been there, I kind of got to know the language. It's more of a problem for me to speak, because you know how in Japanese there's like formal, informal ways to talk to people, and there's like different ways of pronunciations for same words. That's what kind of messes me up all the time. Because I sometimes would like use informal speech to like older people, and it's a very big no-no in Japan, and I'm like ashamed every single time. So that's what messes me up the most. But I'd say I can speak decently. Like, people will probably understand me if I do. But listening is probably the best for me, because that's how I kind of learn languages anyway. Since I know 3 already, it's kind of how I learned English to begin with. I would just listen to people talk. That's kind of the easiest way to do it for me. I mean, the thing is, Japanese is freaking tough to learn. It's not an easy language. It's a very, very complex, if you will. And don't get me even started on writing. I mean, the amount of kanji the Japanese language I think it's like 40,000 kanjis, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's about right. And like, to memorize that many, I'm like, no, there's no way. Because even if I learn like Japanese perfectly, I severely doubt I would learn that many kanjis. I don't think I would even be able to learn half if I tried. I mean, knowing multiple languages is already difficult, because I know 3 as well, and like learning the 4th is definitely hard, because I don't know if you get the same, Angel, but like when I think in one language, it's tough for me to speak in another at the same time, because how should I put it? Basically, when I speak in one language, right? Mentally, I'm trying to find out how to say it in said language, but I'm thinking in either English or whatever, And I'll probably explain it poorly, but I'm sure you got what I mean. So the more languages you know, the more your brain gets mixed up all the time. At least for me, I don't know. So yeah, it is pretty rough. But it is fun nonetheless. Like, I personally enjoy learning new languages. I feel like it's super fun. I don't know about you, but like, whenever I go to Japan, it's super, super fun for me to like... It's super fun for me to see like people getting amazed by a foreigner speaking their language. Because like, in Japan, people are so sweet. They like always compliment you on like trying to speak their language, and even though my Japanese is a little bit broken, it's not like super broken, but it's not that great. So whatever they like compliment me on, like, even if I just said the most basic thing ever. I think one time I remember I just said arigato, and the woman was like, ooh, very nice. Doing very good. And it's just like, okay, I mean, fair enough. I never had that happen before. Like, I know that a lot of people had the experience where, like, Japanese people would talk behind your back in Japanese. But for me, I never experienced... Maybe my Japanese is not, like, super advanced, so I don't catch it. But for me, it was kind of the opposite. Because for me, people were like, ooh, look at that tall foreigner. That was kind of the... as far as it went. Maybe because I'm not, like, I don't know, super intimidating or anything, so people don't really, like, talk smack behind my back, or I don't really do anything bad. Because, like, whenever I go to Japan, I'm especially, like, mindful of how I act or what I say. So I never really maybe gave people the reason to, you know, talk smack behind my back. But then again, I'm not, like, paying attention to it, so maybe I just never caught it. But yeah, to me, I always had just positive experience. I don't know. Whoa, the ground really shaking. Paimon's having trouble staying straight. Ah, the shaking stopped. Looks like it's over for now. Thankfully we're above the ground if we were in the mines when an earthquake happens. Hopefully Muning and the others don't blame this on us. But now the ceiling array's power has been greatly decreased. We just need to deal with the last bedrock key. Let's go. I mean, gravity is a strange thing, Angel. And I'm pretty sure Paimon doesn't understand the laws of physics, so... To be fair, I don't even know how Paimon flies to begin with. Could be magic, for all I know. We don't even know if, you know, laws of physics exist in Tead. It could be all supported by, you know, Daddy Zhongli's mighty Geo powers, if anything. He could be the one that supports the entire Tead. And the one that keeps it all together. He could be the only reason why tectonic plates don't devour us all.
You're open.
I mean, can you imagine? Just Paimon just gets caught in 4K, just being green screened, and somebody just carrying her on a stick behind us all the time, and we just never noticed it. Interesting. I don't really remember how to do that one. I think that was like underground passage of some kind, if I'm not mistaken. It has been ages since I did Chasm. I mean, that would be the case, and Aether just never go, you know, noticed it. I'm pretty sure there should be like an underground passage. I do remember that. I just don't remember where exactly. We'll take a little bit of time to find out, because it has been a hot minute. There we go. I think that's it. Took a little while. I do remember that was like a underground passage. See, I wasn't crazy. There we go. Now that's a little bit better. Oh, I hate these guys. They annoy me greatly. There should be one more, shouldn't there? Or maybe no. I guess not. It's just two, I presume. There we go, and the seal is ruined. Look at that. The mission is accomplished. Very impressive. This should be the last one. With this array sealing, the chasm has dissipated. We can explore the area underground. As I said, we should probably go and pay Mooning a visit first. Not that he's going to do anything other than scold us, so... I mean, probably for good reason. I mean, we kinda destroyed the entire seal. But you know what? We did it for the greater good. Oh, Dragon Spine quest, we're actually gonna do at some point as well. I was gonna do, like, finish the entire Dragon Spine in a single sitting. I think maybe we'll do it next week when I have recovered a little bit more. I think maybe on Saturday we'll just take like the entire day. I'll start streaming maybe like 12ish. We just do it in an entire go. I feel like that's gonna be pretty fun. Dragon Spine is an interesting one. I did enjoy exploring it, but it was a bit of a pain indeed. You really don't understand the charm. How are we going to resolve this matter, huh? Are you going to take responsibility for undoing the array of your own accord? Can you? Ah, you're here. So how are you going to explain destroying the bedrock keys? Well, you see, it all started with me wanting to go deeper than ever. And it just kind of went on from there. What else can I say? I'm a man of many talents. And messing things up is definitely one of the greatest ones I have at my disposal. I mean, shitcold is pretty annoying. But the thing is, even as annoying as it is, if you actually use interactive map and like just keep track of all the like fireplaces, it's actually not that hard to circumvent around, but it's definitely an unnecessary mechanic that they inputted just to, you know, mess with players. So yeah, that's not the greatest thing ever, but I'm actually terrified of what Natlan's gonna be like, because the thing is, Natlan is probably gonna be like Dragon Spine, but 10 times bigger. And that horrifies me. Because Natlan is probably will have, you know, magma effect of some kind, so you're gonna burn to death as soon as you like enter anything. And that's gonna be interesting. Don't you worry, Mooning only gets mad at people who don't care, otherwise he's just a worry rat, not a bad person. So yeah, it's something to look forward to, Angel. In like 2 years. Well, let's leave this stubborn temper aside first. Once you're ready, I'll round everyone up to follow you down into the mines. Our purpose this time is to reach the deepest level of the chasm, map it, and investigate the source of the anomalies. Ah yes, I almost forgot. Welcome to the chasm exploration team. If you allow me a bit of your time, let me introduce you to the team. This is Kedav, a scholar specifically called in from Sumru. His specialities are ores and biology. He is this exploration team's leading man, well, in scientific and financial matters at least. This is Jinwu, in charge of safety, the repair and maintenance of any facilities that we use, and our security is ensured by her. And this is Taliesin. He's a bard from Mondstadt, and goodness knows why he insists on coming down here with us. Well, you know what, music is pretty important, because what else are you gonna rely on but your sanity? In the deep depth of abyss. You gotta have some entertainment. Also, perhaps you'll discover new allies once you get down into the mines, huh? Who knows? Oh, don't foreshadow it, Seichon. At last but not least, you have me, the super hands-on surveyor. My job is to help scout the way forward and draw maps, which I'll share with you, of course. Well, please head over to the crane by the mines once you're ready. Originally it was meant to transport goods, but it can also bring a few people up and down the mines, no problem. That said, since you have your wind glider, I suppose that you'd be fine even without the crane, huh? Maybe. Alright, it's time. Time to go even deeper, if you will. Well, I mean, when I usually play these by myself, I would skip everything that is not narrated. But you know what, since I'm giving you this experience, guys, I thought I might as well read it for you, you know? Because I'm not the one to read stuff like this either, but you know what, it's the first time I actually do, so I guess we all learned something new today. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess, because the quest is not the most boring thing ever, I guess. It's not the greatest, but you know, could have been worse. That's all I'm saying. Ooh.
I'm feeling a little washed out.
Eat some more meat, Ayata.
Adventure time.
But get back on your feet, goddammit. We don't have time for that. Should I just jump? God damn. That's horrifying. I actually never tried to jump in there. I want to see what happens. Never mind. I thought you can actually jump straight down. But I guess not. I guess not. You mean Genshin one? Oh yeah, right, Genshin does have anime nowadays. I forgot about that. It's still weird to me. The Genshin of all things decided to make an anime. Although I do know the manga is pretty good. Ah, I see what you mean. I don't think so. I think it's only like scheduled to release at some point, but I'm pretty sure they only dropped the teaser. But yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know the majority of mangas and the anime are exactly different. Because like, usually manga comes out first, so if the author wants to change the ending, they usually do it in anime. Because that's why a lot of animes actually have different ending towards rather than manga. That's why a lot of people pissed majority of the time. Because those who read manga are usually disappointed in anime. And those who watch anime, they feel like they go short end of the stick because manga is better. And that's usually how both sides feel 90% of the time. That's why I kind of started reading manga as well. Because don't get me wrong, I still watch anime and I still love it. But just something about manga, you know? It just gets you going. And it's just a good time all around. But with anime, it's harder. Especially to me nowadays. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever found that, like, you just scroll down the anime selection and you just don't feel like watching anything that's available nowadays? Because that's how I feel a lot. Just for some reason, like, I look at the titles available and I'm like, do I really want to watch the 90-second variation Swords Art Online? And I'm like, no, really. Do I really want to watch the 9 billions isekai anime? No, really. Do I want to watch some slice of lifestyle anime? Maybe, but no, really. So yeah, I'm like, that's why I usually go back to manga for majority of the time, because I'm like, at least I know I'm gonna have a good time, you know, with manga. And with anime, it's usually a flip of a coin to me nowadays, just because of the sheer volume that I've seen already. It's very tough for me to be impressed with anime nowadays. It's left to right. No, it's right to left. Right to left. So, think of it this way. You start from the very, very top, right? So you start from the top right panel, and then you basically read the same way as you would read, but in the opposite direction, right? So you start from the right panel, and then you move to the left, and then if the panel is kind of like mixed up, where, you know, sometimes there's a panel which kind of like split in between, and there's one giant panel. Usually you go in a sense of, if there's one giant panel, you go the same way for as long as that panel equals to the panel that you're reading, kinda. It's basically the way you're reading. And if you don't want to do that at all, just read Korean manhwa, because Korean manhwa is just like one giant page, you know, because they don't have panels at all. So you know how in manga there's panels, in Korean manhwa or Chinese manhwa, they don't have that. It's basically just pictures, one after another. And I kind of like the reading more anyway, because it kind of feels more immersive to me. Although manga is great, but you know, I just kind of got spoiled, I guess, by colorized pictures. Because manga is usually black and white, and as good as that is, just something about colorized versions is, you know, very good. So yeah, I got spoiled by that. So it's very tough for me to, you know, get into manga. Especially if it's, you know, not something super good. Oh, if you're confused by pages, it's usually mangas are not, unless you're reading physical copies, they shouldn't be in pages. They should be like, you know, continuous, no? Unless, as I say, you're reading physical copies, because I don't read physical copies. I usually just read online, and the manga that I read is usually like a giant wall of text, you know, just separated into panels. But I know the physical copies is basically like serialized pages. So yeah, not sure how you do with that one, but I only think of online versions. Because the thing is, I don't really find it appealing to own like mangas physically, because if I would read them once, I doubt that I would want to read them again. And I don't know if it's just me. That's a bit unusual, because, as I said, usually mangas online, they're just like giant wall of text that don't really split into pages. At least the stuff that I'm reading usually. Are you reading them in Japanese? Because maybe in Japanese it's different, because I read in English. I try reading in Japanese and I just get confused. That's a bit unusual. I mean, I tried reading manga in Japanese, and it's not easy. Because the thing is, when you read it in Japanese, it's not really how Japanese people speak, if that makes sense. It's more like exaggerated Japanese, so it's very hard to understand. Especially if you don't know Japanese. Because it's basically as if as if you're reading like an essay written by a 5-year-old. That's kind of how it feels when you read it in Japanese, at least to me, because I barely understand half of the words that they're trying to say. And it's very tough, because sometimes they also use kanji there's like I never even heard of, so I don't even know what it means. So it's always like catching me off guard, because I usually understand like the basic stuff, you know, because I would be reading something like, just use like JoJo for example, like Dia would be like saying, oh, you got caught into my, and then they would use some weird kanji for trap, and I wouldn't understand it, and then I would just need to move on, and after Googling it, I still wouldn't get it, because the translation is broken, and I'm like, no. So I just gave up at one point. I was like, I'll just read it in English, because I don't think it's the right way to learn Japanese from manga. It's probably one of the worst, if anything. For manhwa, I use Asura scans, and for manga, Manhwa Top, I think. That's the one I usually use for manga, because it usually has a bunch of Chinese manhwas as well. So that one is my to-go-to usually. Zero Scans is another one that I use. They're pretty cool people. I think my main two that I actually go to is Reaper Scans and Ashura Scans. Those are like the big two that translate a lot of cool manga and manhwa. So I usually go with them quite a lot. Oh, hey there, Alex. Hopefully you're doing great. It's just me and Angel talking about manga and manhwa, you know? Wow, that really did happen. Let's go have a look. You know, it feels like someone just stole Paimon's thunder. But yeah, those are the base two that I use, Angel. Because the thing is, I don't read manga as often nowadays, so I don't have like specifically dedicated one for manga. I used to, but I kind of forgot. So my main ones are kind of for like manhwa and manhwa nowadays. Because the thing is, I already read majority of good manga. But yeah, those are the main ones that I personally use. Because it was the one that we used for like the reading streams that we did before. To think that Lumen Spa would appear so close to the surface, I was always of the opinion that these things could not appear in more structurally vulnerable locations. They are fragments of that thing underground, traveling up the veins of the rock before finally arriving here. Hey, stop spouting nonsense. They were original rocks from the local area, which is why they became like this. They just underwent some kind of transformation processing and formed crystals. That's all. The analysis that the Qixing commissioned us to conduct revealed that they are, by any large, made of ore from the local area. They've just been affected by some outside force, thus creating these strange crystals. Huh, look over there. That crystal looks like the adjuvant you have with you. Why don't you take the Luminescent adjuvant and have a look around? Just give me a sec. Drink a little bit of water. Need to stay hydrated, otherwise my voice goes bad, if you will. I mean, it's not great, but you know, it goes even worse if you can believe that. Anyway, let's continue. That's right, the adjuvant is made of the same material as these crystals. These formations will thus naturally react to one another on account of their similarity. Hey, is that all you have to say? Don't fight, you two. Yeah, why not? What I mean to say is that it doesn't matter whether you're fighting or not. The Qing and I need to set up temporary camp up ahead, so don't run off while we're doing that. The crystals we discover will be very useful for our subsequent exploration. If you find anything after this, please make sure to contact me. My skills haven't rusted away just yet, so I can help you process some of the raw ore. I believe they'll prove quite useful to you in your adventures. And also, don't fight, alright? I can promise that. Fighting is in my blood, Jinwoo. It's like asking dog not to bark, you know? It's just impossible. As a good parent of kiddos, I'll get you some candy. Woman, do I look like I'm 5? Although I would like some candy. Anyway, if you find anything strange nearby, please report it in a timely fashion. Candy, unbelievable. Actually, do you remember what Jinwoo said the last time about Uncle He? I haven't forgotten, and since you're here, could you help me out once again? I don't know about that one, but I'll try. Uncle He is our senior here in the mines. Several years ago, he was one of those who went missing when we Chaos miners were dispersed. He's hard of hearing and may not have heard the alerts. The pensions from Hushan Hall and Shenglu Hall are quite generous. and his family has already a loan arranged for his funeral. But although I'm not much of a believer in the supernatural, I can't help but feel that he's still alive down here somewhere. Well, that's a very horrifying thought. I couldn't think of anything worse. He really was an old hand, whether it be avoiding disasters in the mine, how to escape, how to wait for rescue. He knew it all. Taught me a lot of it too. That's why I believe that he must be alive in here somewhere. Even now, I won't give up searching for him. I'll point you to a few places where he was signed before we dispersed. Who knows, you might still be able to find some clues there. As for me, I'll be exploring the deeper parts of the mining caverns. Oh yes, don't forget your candy now. Woman, again with the candy. Can you give her a rest? If I learned anything, do not take candy from strangers, okay? She still needs to help us draw some maps. The pathways of the chasm underground mines are intricate and complex, and we won't get very far at all without those maps. Okay, let's see. It has been ages since I've been in a chasm. Feels like it's only been yesterday. Even though it's already been like a year since chasm was open. God, the time sure flies. Alright, I needed to equip it.
There is no escape.
Golly, I forgot.
Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow.
Let's light it up.
Oh. Well. I didn't mean to do that. But I guess I did it. Ooh. Let's collect that. Ooh. I do remember we need to collect like a bunch of this luminescent stuff in order to get our light to be brighter. Chasm actually has some of the most annoying... I need to go heal. Because you see all of this, you actually need to explore in blind until you unlock the entire map, and that's a bit annoying. Took a while for me the first time. I think it took me like 3 days in order to explore the entire thing, and that's non-stop grinding. Ooh, took a while. Let's actually take a little bit of a break from there. Need a little bit of a, you know, downtime for my voice. Let's fight some bosses while we're at it, because you know, might as well. Let's go fight Orkanid, shall we?
Benny's adventure team, accept!
I'm glad that my voice coming back slowly. At least it's better than when we started the stream, because it was pretty terrible.
An adventure. An
But now at least I don't sound that bad. Still not the greatest, but you know, better than it was. Can't complain about that one.
Shapes of the living. Pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
There is no escape!
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Hopefully by tomorrow it will be back fully.
This may hurt a little.
Indeed so, Angel, indeed so.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
I mean, birds are my worst nightmare.
Is its ability to take any shape.
I hate birds with all my heart. Like, everything else is fine as long as we don't get birds, because those are menace.
It's torn to oblivion! The mortal plane.
You unbelievable.
Fleeting.
What was that? Okay, there we go.
There is no escape!
Bit of healing.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Illusion shattered!
Sharing my knowledge. Grow, grow, grow.
There is no escape!
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Almost there, almost there. Just need a little bit of, you know. There we go.
Adventure time! Off we go!
This is probably my least favorite boss to fight. Well, you know what, for Xinqiu, we gotta do it.
To take any shape.
Because our Xinqiu gotta be strong. Ah, I forgot. She's dead. Well. No.
Touched from the...
Alright, Benny, it's all up to you. Show them the power of Pyro Archon in its full glory. You think you can beat Bandit?
Light it up!
Well, joke's on you.
That's gonna hurt in the morning!
Because Bandit likes a feeling of pain.
Adventure time! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
I mean, if there's Bear's Angel, I'm quitting. There's no way. I mean, we've been pretty lucky so far. We've been luckily birdless, if you will. Because those creatures are the spawns of Satans themselves. They do not belong to this world. They belong in the depths of hell where they come from.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Ow! Let's light it up! Why do they never miss?
As long as rain
You see,
falls and rivers
it was easy.
flow.
All we had to do was smack them a couple times and show them who's really, you know, the boss here. And that is Bennett. Not them. Alright, who else should we fight? Let's see. Let's go fight the flower, I guess. That should be interesting. I definitely do. Just give me a genre that you're interested in, Angel, and I'll give you like roughly the ones that I would suggest to read. I know you say you're interested in romance, so if you are interested in that in particular, I would suggest Only Death Awaits Villainous. That's a pretty good one if you are interested in purely romance. If you want more of adventure type and more of like maybe like mystery and like intriguing type of plot, I'd say Regressor Manual is a pretty good one. One of my personal favorites. If you are interested in
Cascade.
more of like comedy related ones, I'd say Return of the Disaster Class Hero is a pretty good one. If you are interested in comedy, that's my personal favorite. Once again, what else could be a good one? Because the thing is, I read a lot, so it's kind of tough for me to remember all of them. But if you give me like kind of what you want, I might remember a few. Unless you just want general ones.
No escape. This may hurt a little.
Let's see, what else can I recommend? You know what? Now that I think about it, just pretty much go to Ashura Scans. I think you can find the link actually in Discord. I think somebody posted before. And just basically just go through the like top recommendations, and they're all really good. I think that would be the most ideal if you don't like look for specific type of reading. That's what I would suggest personally. Because unless you're looking for like specific genre, Ashura is pretty good at like combining a bunch of different titles together, and like having pretty good variety. Because that's what I usually read the most. And that's why I found most of my favorites. Now, Ashura doesn't have every single good manhwa, because they only one translator. But I'd say they have a very good... Because I think they have like maybe 50 to 100 different titles. And that's probably would be enough to like get your appetite wet and see what you actually like. And then just go to other translators and just find stuff that way. Because that was my first website when I just go into manhwa. And that's where I found the majority of the stuff that I like. And then I went from there, really. Even I didn't read everything on Ashura Scans, because like, majority of titles as they have at least like 30 chapters. And some of them are more than 100. So it's a lot of stuff to read. so you will definitely not get bored. At the end of the day, if you don't like, you know, one of the titles, they have probably at least 10 similar or better ones. But as I said, I would personally start with the top 10 that they have there, even though I don't think those are the best titles they have to offer, but I think those are like the most easy to get into titles.
I'm going in! Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Huh?
Illusion shot!
Make yourselves at home.
Cascade.
Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey,
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Mind the deluge.
There we go. That wasn't too bad. And let's see what's the last one shall we do. I guess let's do the Electro one. That should be interesting. No worries, Angel. It's perfectly good. I'll probably be around the stream soon anyway, because I'm a little bit tired myself. No worries, Angel. Have a good one as well. I hope the school going well for you. Absolutely no worries. Just let me know whenever you have time on one of the streams. If you want any more recommendation, I'm always happy to help. If you know you find something you like and you just want similar titles.
Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch
So
it.
I'm a little bit of a guru when it comes to, you know, manhwa. It's one of the things I'm proud of. But yeah, anyway, have a good one.
Illusion shot!
sharing my knowledge.
Be still.
This might hurt a little.
There is no escape!
I'm going in!
Cascade.
Ooh, that's rough.
Grow.
The depths beckon.
Make yourselves at home.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Off we go!
Alright, gonna destroy these.
Committed to memory.
Oh, come on. I almost had that one. That's annoying.
Illusion shot!
Let's light it up!
There we go. It's all for daily stuff, which is nice. Alright guys, I think I'll probably be rounding up here for today. Because my voice needs a little bit of a rest. And tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be streaming from 5 o'clock again. But tomorrow, as I promised today, would be a bit of a longer stream. Since today I wasn't really able to do that. Since my voice is a little bit messed up. But I'll try my best to, you know, get loaded on tea yet again, take some more medicine, and hopefully my voice will get fixed by tomorrow. So we're gonna continue to explore the chasm, we're gonna continue to, you know, seek adventure, and finally find out what Zhongli has to hide from all of us within the depth of the chasm. Is it his, you know, secret collection of tea that he has to hide within there? Or perhaps his biggest, darkest secret that he doesn't want anyone to find out. We will seek it out. But yeah, anyway, I hope you all have a good remaining to your Saturday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.